Nick, now that we're talking about discipling all the nations in the world, I can't stand but ask this one question. Is there really a message that is for all nations in the world? Every nation has their unique currency and language, and even territory and so on. But a message that is for all people in the world? Is this really possible?
Well, we all have common needs: to eat, to sleep, to be loved, to have friends, to be accepted.
I wonder sometimes, what does it take for me to be able to explain my faith to people that I know that they're so different in their values and in their beliefs than I am? And when thinking now, I remember Jesus sitting at the well with the Samaritan woman, and as the conversation goes, she recognized in him the Messiah.
People want to know who their real friend is. This is what Jesus was trying to send across. It's strange, but religion became legalistic. It created barriers. Jesus shifted the focus to grace, to acceptance, to new beginnings. We can't push our faith to others. We can live it, and if they like what they see, then they would like to know more.
For the Jews, at Jesus' time, there was a limited perception of who was worthy to come and worship their God, Jehovah. Be it a fisherman or a shepherd or a Pharisee, everybody despised the surrounding nations and looked at them down. But can I today, as a Christian, have the same luxury when I look at my neighbors and my co-workers?
The Jew failed to become the attraction for all nations by representing the character of God. In many cases, we fail too. Are we representing the character of God?
Jesus boldly compared some Judean cities like Bethsaida and Chorazin and Capernaum with cities like Tyre, Sidon, and Sodom, cities from the surrounding heathen nations, and the Jews were not happy to hear that they were running behind in the grace of God.
We wouldn't be happy either if we can see clearly ourselves. But what can we take from all this? This lesson for me is about inclusiveness. It's about Jesus reaching out to feel one of the whole, part of this world. For some reason we like calling ourselves the remnant, but this is in a completely different context. The troubles in my family are my troubles. This world, everyone, is my family. How am I involved in this family of mine?
The story about the Samaritan who helped the man on the road broke all the stereotypes of the minds and the prejudices of the hearts. The one who was the least expected to be like God by the Jews was actually the best neighbor you can have by Jesus' opinion. Jesus makes me think. He's not happy with me being brainwashed by what the society only thinks. He wants me to see as He sees.
Imagine if Jesus was here today and he tells the story about this gay person who was better than the pious believers and showed more Christianity. I'm afraid to continue this line of thought. If we want to be disciples of Christ, it's time to make a change in our lives. Jesus gave his life for the troubles of this world. What is the dedication of my life?
Jesus' message of love is universal. Sometimes people say music is universal or sports are universal and that they can bring people together. But when we talk about forgiveness or grace or sacrifice out of love, we speak a universal language. And Jesus said that we can go and we can do that. And then people will recognize us that we are followers of Christ.